What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Chill out, gonna have some good times. Level up some weapons and yeah. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Typically, I do a stand-up, a comedy on a Monday, but not tonight, cause gotta help the wife out. She's at a meeting, so we're gonna play some New World. That's right. Ha.
Yeah, that's right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ginger Prime. My name is Brian, if you're new around here, and tonight we're gonna be playing some New World. Feel free to use the command Discord or server if you want to jump in and join us. We're going to be leveling up weapons, taking full advantage of the double XP. Thanks all for the likes. Looks like we got a like, 1 like, 2 likes. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. Also, if for some reason you're gifted a membership tonight, be sure to click that accept gift. We have gifted memberships on here on the channel, so thank you guys so much for the support, but I just wanted to highlight that out. I'm gonna hang out in Discord if you guys want to jump in. It's gonna be a community game night tonight. We haven't done one on a Monday in a while because Mondays has been when I've been doing my stand-up comedy. So we're gonna hang out and have a really hopefully chill vibe stream, talking all the game news as we just came off of Sony State of Play, going into Summer's Games Fest. Lots of stuff gonna be dropping out pretty soon, dropping on us. Obviously, you got all the Diablo Immortal drama in terms of like just the sheer amount that people need to spend on it. But why pay to play Diablo Immortal when you can play New World for free, baby? Feels so good. All right, I'm gonna jump on into the Discord New World voice chat. If you're ever wanting to come hang out, you're welcome to. But yeah, we're gonna be just chilling tonight. That's the plan. So so far so good. Let's pull it up here. Let's go to weapon mastery. I'm working on spear. The level cap is 20 on weapons, and I'm gonna see after spear, see if I can't push warhammer and then maybe great axe up to 20. The event runs till Thursday, which is a weird time to run this event, if you don't mind me saying. Like, it's a strange range, and I wonder if they're gonna do something on like Friday through the weekend. I would have just made the event run from Monday to Sunday, you know, that way anybody could play. Last time it was just a weekend and I was out of town, and that's just the nature of it. But what's going on, Carmack? How you doing tonight, man? How you been?
We are okay.
Want me to send you a party invite?
Sure.
Yeah, company. I see you online. I was like, all right, let's see here. I just click on your name. There we go. Invite to group. Yeah, I'm out here just gonna be doing some farming. 1 second. Is that my door? Hold on.
Bear.
1 second. You're trying to kill the bear?
I'm going to kill a bear for a syndicate daily, and then I will join you wherever you are standing.
Right. Currently, I'm out here. You'll shoot me on the map. So yeah, feel free to just take your time. Looks like there's other people out here doing these farms as well. So if we have to find another farm tonight, we will. But
PvP enabled.
am I? Oh my gosh! All right, hold up. Let me switch.
It moved like that.
Let me.
I don't know what happened to this bear, but he was the easiest bear I've ever killed.
I don't think I was PvP enabled. You know, you never know with me.
It says I can't join you until I enable.
Okay, let me just reset my PvP cooldown. I'll be right. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll swap off of PvP.
Sound good.
Oh yeah. Boom. And then also bright and early tomorrow, patch 6.15 for Final Fantasy 14. I'm gonna stream a little bit of that tomorrow morning as well. Should be good times. All right, let me actually.
But I might be at work.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna try to get up. My plan is to get up early, do my workout. All right, now. Oh, I withdrew my invite because I was PvP flag. Let me send in another one. Invite to group. There we go. And let me fast travel out here.
Accept.
Oh yeah. There we go.
So what do you think with weapons? Should I focus on my main ones, or those are going to level as I play the high-end content anyway? Focus on the ones I don't really care for to get them done faster.
See, I would I've always kind of been like getting one weapon done and then moving on, but clearly if I pull up my board here, I haven't got all the levels knocked out. So
True.
like I'm going off a strategy right now. Like while I want to invest in double XP, really get Great X and Warhammer knocked out, a part of me also wants to go and say get everything to 10. Like because then you have a good set of skills for everything. You've got some perks for everything, and so I actually might do that itself. Let me see. Let me make sure I actually have a hammer before I head out there, because it's like and I don't. Oh no, I do. I got a hammer. Not like the best hammer, but it's still a hammer nonetheless. So I'll be able to make some choices.
I made it a point one weekend to get everything leveled up to at least the point I had my loadout.
Okay.
I looked at all 6 abilities. I said, these are the 3 I like, and leveled up until I had all 3 abilities on all weapons, just so I could get a gauge.
Nice.
Turns out I really like Sword and Shield. I was not expecting that. It seemed so plain and boring, but man, is it really good when I'm facing something 55 or above.
Then you get that sweet XP.
Where is town? There's town. Where are you?
Yeah. And we know that like other like double XP events are happening over the course of the month of June. Yeah, it is June. I was like, why was I thinking January? I was like, wait a minute, I'm getting confused by myself. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Like to just pretty much slay everything, because especially with double XP, it's like, it all just feels like it's just good value. Oh man, yeah, people are out here slaying, because it's like I'm not even seeing any enemies right now. It's like taking full
this
advantage.
Only weapon XP, right? Not
Yeah,
character?
this event is only weapon. And that's why I was wondering if we'll see like character XP drop in over the weekend or something like that. So it's like, all right. And I wonder if they would just kind of keep the weapon XP rolling as well. But like at the course of the whole month, like for them to cycle in and out different things, I think that's pretty interesting. But at the end of the day, like if they don't do like something over the weekend, it's gonna feel a little bit weird, like,
yeah,
why do it just Monday through Thursday? So I feel like we've got half the information, and then here and we'll know if they're gonna do something, I assume, by this Thursday. And thanks guys for the 5 likes. Yes, New World stream gonna crush.
I'd like to see maybe a gathering or a crafting XP bonus, but that seems...
They said that's coming.
I don't know. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they said that's coming. So gathering, crafting, they even confirmed fishing.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, but the question ends up being like, clearly with this being just double weapon XP, like they've definitely got it segmented so that there's a really good chance that we're going to see, it kind of roll into like the whole month, because they talked about this being kind of a whole month event, but then clearly like, parts of it broken up in, one way or the other.
Yeah, I misinterpreted that. I thought they were going to be doing a double XP for the entire month.
Man, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. I like it kind of with the slight rotation and change, just because I was like, well, what's going on? Kaz, what's up, dude? Happy inflation. Inflation Nation 2022. I was like, I told my parents, I was like, I love you guys, but if gas gets to be $5 a gallon, like, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to drive to me.
Oh, what are you guys up to?
And we're just like doing swimming, just try to get the kids swimming, get them bike riding. Doing a lot of outside play right now, especially because the weather's not so bad for Texas, so it's not like too impossible. And then we're just working with like Maddie on just kind of trying to continue to work on the like math and things like that, because out of all her studies, like math is kind of the thing she struggled a little bit more with than anything else. So it's like, okay, we'll just keep trying to work on that over the summer.
That's good.
So it's a lot to parenting, and yeah, that's kind of
that's right. Summer break.
Yeah,
How silly of me.
we're on the summer break right now. Let's see here. Oh, wrong button.
Where are you? The map is not cooperating with me.
Oh, let me pull it up. Let me just drop down.
Oh, there you are. That's okay. That's why I couldn't find you. The map isn't as large as I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm out here in the Nautilus, the Deadman's Cove. So if you travel to Dead Scythe Lookout, I'll put a little marker on it. You should be able to easily run out to me. It's all lower level stuff, and as soon as you get out here, I'll turn around and come back in.
I saw.
Kaz, how's life, dude?
I saw the direction you were, and I saw it was 7.5 kilometers. I'm like, well, why can't I find you? Because the island is only 8 kilometers wide. I wasn't looking far enough.
I gotcha.
I honestly thought this world was bigger than that.
The world, I feel, is big, but it's especially with fast travel, you'll be able to cover a long distance. Especially now, like all my fast travel is free because we keep controlling the fort that makes fast travel free. So I highly expect that we'll see them kind of shift that maybe to a coin-based economy, and then like I know they say they got new plans for Zoth in the future because it's like, yeah, like I think that's a temporary quality of life. I think coin just ultimately makes the most sense as both a coin, a money sink and convenience fee. Kaz says life is busy as expected. Yeah. Just trying to enjoy my time with the family and whatever hobby time I can get. Nice, man. That's what it's about, dude. I got a New World working on the Steam Deck a little bit ago. What slowed me? I got slowed for... Let's go. There we go. I guess there was some AoE something that got me. Yeah. Been trying to go to find cheap things to do with the kids. $2 movie theater. Things like that. It's been good. Just also looking for more work ultimately, so got a couple opportunities, picked up a couple more courses, and just learning, man. So one of the problems that we were running into, especially as I guess impending maybe possible recession. I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on it. It's like I've had a lot of contracts that have been just going all right, we're gonna hold for a little bit. We're gonna hold on this. And as a contracted employee, that ends up always kind of being all right,
yikes,
just let me know. Yeah, it's okay. That's why we have savings. So I'm just working on learning new things and building out maybe some of my own apps. Maybe we'll see if I might have a video be like, yo, I built this, guys. Go out and play with it and test it and, help me make it great. What's up, that one guy? 1015. How you doing tonight?
I would be down to help with something like that.
Oh yeah.
I have a tech background, so I'm very good. At least I like to think that I'm very good at detailed bug reports.
I suck at finding my own bugs, so I definitely need you on my team. Because I'm yep, works exactly how I planned it.
Yeah.
Well, yep, I did the thing. I clicked the button, and that's what it works. I didn't. Oh, you clicked all these other things, and that broke. Okay, good to know. I'll go find out why.
Yeah, don't use it like that.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing?
We have a few programs like that at work, but those are from 94.
Yeah.
But they just haven't been replaced because I work in an industry where reliability is more important than efficiency. So we can't replace anything because it might break. And if it breaks,
you're screwed.
Oh, if it breaks, our CEO is going to be in front of Congress, and that's not an exaggeration.
Right. And so I live and breathe in sometimes those kind of systems where it's legacy systems. You have the system that you're on, you have the system that you're on, and then you have the system you're going to. So at a minimum, you're trying to support 3 systems and ultimately have them communicate and work together. So it's just all right.
Yeah, we're very slowly upgrading a few things.
That's just the nature of business.
Indeed. Oh,
promotion. 1 second. You're welcome and have some of my hours. Oh man, yeah, dude. If you have hours to spare, I'll take them. Yeah, they're always yeah, it's gonna be less work. It's no. We had to lay off this one guy, and thus you're gonna inherit his responsibilities. We're not gonna pay you more though.
Yep.
Hey.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong.
Welcome back.
I forgot which button was which, and I was casting the wrong thing.
All right, we got it. More people are coming back. Invite the group. I'll just send out an invite if they want to join. Boom, 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 boom.
Sounds good to me.
Come on. Loot. Loot! Yes. Recipe, fried calamari. Nice.
I don't think I've ever had fried calamari.
Oh, it's good. I can't eat it
Roasted
anymore.
Calamari?
Mm.
Why not?
What is going on? Hey, Peeve Dog. We are taking advantage of the double weapon XP event going on right now in New World. So I'm trying to cap out on my spear. And then after my spear, I'm going to switch to like my Warhammer and things like that. Just to take full advantage. Are you here with me, Caramac, or did I go too far? Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Nope, I'm right behind you.
It's like I thought you were, but then I'm like, man.
I have been healing.
You are the best. I need to level up healing too. I like healing in this game. I when I do dungeons, I typically am the healer. We could also run some dungeons tonight.
Me, attributes, respec. Currently, my focus, the healing stat is 5.
Yeah.
I should fix that.
Like he's healing for 3 points. Like, oh
yeah,
man,
exactly.
I completely
I'm doing
whiffed on that guy.
500, which might as well be 3 at your level. Just go ahead and knock that up.
Dead Man's Cove. There's a lot of good open world farms. One of the things that like I absolutely just miss about MMOs is open world farming, and New World it delivers that for me. And so it's like it's just so funny because I know I'm not in the majority when it comes to like what gamers want in their MMO, and I'm okay with that. But they let me know that it's like, you know, they let me know that, you know, 250, 300,000 players is a dead game. So I'm like, all right, buddy. It's like, all right.
Oh, I need you to take some damage so I can test how much more I'm healing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll be sure to get hit in the face here, real quick.
To make the same.
Can you, Monster? Can you hit me in the face over and over again so my friend can heal me? And this is how we test. Why do we fall down, Bruce? Why do we fall down? All right, I got a mob here. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Yo. I wish I had a little bit better understanding of where everybody was, like in the party. Okay, I took some damage. Not much, but... Yeah, you've healed me up to full, so...
It only said 410 because that's all you needed. So it's less than I was doing, but that's because you weren't hurt nearly as bad. Well, we'll keep trying.
Ooh, Blessed Crucible. Oh, big chests over here. Kaibo, how you doing tonight? What? I can't loot? Oh, I guess maybe I already looted that or something. Clearly, I didn't loot this one.
I agree that it could do a little work on party location, because if you're in front of me, even if you're behind a wall, I can't see you.
I know. I have that same thing, but if you're to my sides, I can find you. And it's usually when I'm looking at you, I'm like,
now.
You know, yeah, I'm like,
I turned around and went, okay, you're that way.
That's it. Let's cancel the game.
Yep, dead game.
Dead game.
This is where a mini-map would be nice, but at the same time, there's something about not having the mini-map in this one that actually works.
Like, I turned off the mini-map in 14, and it just gets better because of it. It's, you know, I'm like, you get to turn off efficiency brain, and you get to just literally, like, I don't know. I think I know the map better in New World and 14 now that I turned off the mini-map.
Agreed.
What server are we on, guys? If you use the server command, Kaibo, it should be updated to the correct server. So just type ! server, and the bot should handle it. Ofenofeno, menu OROFENA. But the bot should be updated with that information.
Orofon?
Yeah, I've just so everybody knows, like if you're watching this now or later, like as a content creator, I will not change servers. I will only accept mergers because I don't want y'all to ever like transfer onto my server and then I'm like, all right, guys, we're moving here. No. We'll go when the whole server moves. The whole server, and that's the thing. It's like I'm not gonna sit like I've seen people who are like they bounce around, and I'm like, you just told everybody you were over here. Like, if I wasn't a content creator, then yeah, I probably would transfer.
I recall when you reiterated that in Discord, and 2 hours later,
Server merger.
they announced server mergers.
Yeah, and that's the only way, because then we all move together. Then we all move together. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna transfer to you, then it's like, yeah, we all stick together. Let's see here. Yeah, this is definitely a good farm spot, man. Lots of people out here taking advantage of double XP. We can also, there's other farms and stuff like that if we do end up feeling like we want to make our move. Let's go a little bit.
I'm good with whatever.
Let's go a little bit deeper.
My fire staff is really under leveled, so this is a good place for it because I'm getting like 150 a kill.
Nice. What was I getting here? It was decent. It's definitely decent. Like, I know we could go rack up the ones where you kind of just line them all up, but I know that was so popular a minute ago. Like, I was there this morning just to check it out, and it was like there were so many people that I was like, I'm not even getting a hit in.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting 138. And obviously these are kills that are like other people are putting out damage on, so that's more than fine.
Yep.
Yeah, 102 for that guy. I guess depending on the enemy's level. Oh, spawn. Yeah, I'll take it. Quick kills, man. I'll take quick kills any day.
Indeed.
Yeah, just feed that to me. I'll let y'all like make sure everybody can get enough.
R6 to join train.
Oh man, if there's a train going on, like that, I bet that experience would be wild. I don't know. Like I did that the other day and I wasn't in a group and I felt like I didn't get any. So maybe not, maybe not.
That got weird for a second. There we go. Okay, there he is.
Did you lose me?
For just a second. Yeah, I got on a pop-up thing that said, you have 9 points to spend. Like that.
See, right here out of, like, when I'm far enough away, I do see like a little square that represents you. So maybe a little bit, maybe a couple adjustments in that area and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
So how much did you get for that kill right now?
I don't see it, actually. I didn't catch it.
Okay, never mind. Well, here's a guy.
Okay.
Now, dungeons do not have matchmaking, and nor should they. Match-made dungeons and PvE weaken both PvE and player choice. Will they eventually get matchmaking? They probably will, because ultimately,
198.
like, that's what more people actually want than what I want.
I want a party finder. I'd like
that's
a
coming.
cross-realm
The party finder is coming.
List and join. Not necessarily pre-made groups where you hop in and nobody ever says anything.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and you just do the GG 07 salute thing and then disappear.
Yeah, the part that what you want is coming with the summer season. Now we know that's not this month. They said that there's no major update in June outside of like little bug fixes. But the listing of the party and kind of being able to say that's like I said they needed that at the beginning, because otherwise you'll end up getting like what you have here, like a lot of spam chat. So I'm like, oh, I'm not really kind of paying attention to that. But that way you could kind of list like, hey, we're going to go do this, and then you can pre-decide, because New World offers a lot of player choice, Willie. One of the things that like and if the player base wants it, then like who am I to say no? But when you look at like what matchmaking and PvE content does, and in PvE games, it either creates a massive toxic environment or it removes a lot of player choice and unique design. And so the critique ends up being, oh, it has matchmaking, but man, the dungeons are so boring, because you can clear them with a blindfold, because they're like, oh, it turns out we have to design for people who aren't going to communicate, who really aren't invested in the group's success, as opposed to like beforehand going like, well, we really need to make sure someone's got, a great hammer, because that's going to help us with this mechanic. And so you can end up designing mechanics around like party comp.
That's how you wind up with 10 consecutive dungeons that are 2 pulls and a wall, 2 pulls and a boss.
2 pulls and a boss, 2 pulls, and then you're like dot 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 dot. And the thing is like
Of
I
course,
fully
everyone's
take
gonna double
advantage.
poll.
I fully take advantage of matchmaking. Like as a parent, like there is a convenience there that I take advantage of, but ultimately deep down I'm like, man, could this experience be better? And then the answer is, yeah, it could be better.
Yes.
What would it take? What would it take? Oh, it would take some level of sacrifice on the convenience side, and they've already introduced it, so there's just no way. There's no way it's gonna become better. But the criterion then, you know, as a form of content in and of itself could be something in that nature where they could say, okay, we got our dungeons, but now we've got our criterion dungeons. He got killed before I could get to him.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like this game because they have both the dungeons and they also have the open world dungeons. So it's like you can end up having like just Zerg parties, which just is fun. It's just fun.
I haven't done a single dungeon in this game.
Oh, really? We should, if we get enough people on tonight, maybe we should jump into some, especially with double
be
weapon
down.
XP. We'll see.
I
We'll see if
don't
we get
wanna
any kind of
spam.
turnout tonight.
Like I don't want to just go into there spamming about whatever dungeon I need to run. That is not fun for me.
Nah, yeah. Like I'd rather just be like, oh, cool. I want to, you know, I can see the listings and then I can just join if I meet the requirements. You know.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah, I would like to do that. So I'm very curious to see. Like I think they said that's coming over the summer. So ultimately, like I think that's probably they're kind of probably time that with the Barnacles and Black Powder, you know, summer event where we're gonna get that new dungeon. So I could see that kind of being, you know, the time that it's introduced, and I think that will help. But there's definitely need a lot more casual content in a way like that. I think would help, you know, obviously bring back and keep, you know, a lot more players interested. You know, I'm glad they've got the hardcore arenas and stuff like that, but we still need player-driven stats and leaderboards and plenty of work in that field.
Where did you?
I'm right next to you.
Oh, okay.
I was like, should we do a reverse loop? See if any of these guys respond.
Oh no, the kitchen was downgraded.
Oh no, they lost the invasion, I bet.
Yeah, I have to admit, as somebody who likes running the community board stuff, it is really frustrating when it's invasion season. Like last night, I wanted to log in and start grabbing some, like, Kill X monster quests
Yeah.
for today, and nobody had any up. They were all, almost every town was at the invasion stage. Like all of them had a sign up for invasion button, so none of the community boards had anything up. There's just the one bottom right, the quality of life, whatever that is.
Why? Like we've been getting slammed by bots recently.
I noticed that, and I don't know why, and that's really annoying.
Oh, I agree.
Oh shoot, I'm getting so many drops. Let's get some salvage kits.
There we go. Cleaned up. Yeah, get those salvage kits going.
I need them. The fishing pole uses a lot of them, but generates none.
Yeah, I know, right? No salvage kits from fish.
Yeah, why not?
It will be, thank you very much, Chili. It'll be interesting to see, because they talked about also improving the overall use of salvage, because right now it's like kits and coin. And it's like, yeah, like they could really kind of use some, like you're pulling out, you know, like maybe like, you know, not just mats, but, you know, like maybe perks or something, or, you know, I don't know. I liked how, I clearly liked how the Outriders did it, but obviously pulling out that perk was kind of a permanent addition. And it's like, oh yeah, like lots of cool options going forward. Yeah. Also, hey, you hyped for 6.15 tomorrow, dude? I'm gonna get up. I haven't done an early morning 14 stream in a while, so I'm gonna jump in on that action.
I'm real curious what the Arxidar is going to be like.
Yeah.
Like, every tribe has their own story, and I'm real curious to see what the elephants are going to be up to.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the elephants as characters.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't see very much of them, but they were fantastic.
Oh, and the Omega stuff. So that's right, the Omega storyline. I need to get caught up on Hildebrand. I think that's something that I'm behind on. But
I haven't even started Hildebrand.
Oh, dude, like the one thing I wish they had a trial for him every expansion. Otherwise, because I would have kept up with it if they had. But I finished the Heaven's Word chapter, so I need to start on the Stormblood chapter. Oh, here we go. Got a guy. There we go. I also like that we're ranking up that Monarch's Bluff standing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mistra. I don't know why I mispronounced that. How are you? I don't know why I mispronounced it, because I suck at reading. It's like, Mystery, what's up? Mistra. How goes it? Let's see here.
615 also bringing Tatara's Great Venture,
Should.
or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's supposed to, right? Because that's something that was a part of the 6-1 series, and they're like, oh yeah, this is coming in 6-1, 6-1-5. I know, I remember when 6-1 dropped, a lot of people were like, where's this? And it's like, oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, well, because it was, the original was, now that they use the trial roulette based off of what you have unlocked. So it's not necessarily of having all the fights actually unlocked. Oh, thank you very much. I think the joy of video games discussion is about like understanding the disagreement, right? Like understanding everybody else's point of view. I think there is a level that, and I'm not going to sit here and call out other content creators and say like, okay, they suck or they're great. But it's like, I literally, like, one of the things that does annoy me is like that, maybe a little bit narcissistic, where it's like my opinion is law, and it's like, no, like not at all. Like, I know I have my natural biases based off of my gaming history, my personality, and what I like to do is I try to seek understanding. So I'm so glad that you like that. It's like, no, like, I think, yeah, thank you. I think when people can tell me, and I would say, like, you got to do it respectfully. Like, if somebody comes in and says, you're a fat ginger idiot and I'm not going to listen to you, like, all right, like, have a good day, like, fare thee well, fair traveler. But when it's like, hey, this is why I think you kind of missed the mark on X, Y, and Z, it's like, oh, okay, there's a conversation to be had in that, and I only do this for that. Like, I do that for the conversation. Like, I don't. My biggest fear, and I know that the YouTube algorithm would reward me greater if I leaned into the echo chamberness of it, but my greatest fear is that all I ever hear is like, oh, Brian, you're so right about everything, blah blah blah, please respond to my comment. Be like, that's I would quit YouTube the next day, like, if that's all I ever saw. And if you sons of bitch, like, and if that's all you start writing in the comments, I'm gonna be sus. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, like, gosh, I love when y'all, like, it's like, not like when I, like, oh, Brian, you're wrong. No, it's like, that's, I'm like, okay, why? It's the why. Like, why? What did I miss? What am I not thinking about? That's where I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way.
I love the discourse. That's actually one of the things that really frustrates me about Asmongold, is that there's obviously a very sharp mind there. Despite the persona he puts forward, he is a very smart dude who understands. You go watch him. You go watch him on Zakrar, and it's like all of a sudden you're talking. It's like, yeah, wait a minute. Like, okay, and the thing is that it also comes with the level of experience. Like something, he opens up with explaining how it is dog poo. It's like, yeah, thanks. You're gonna make a good point, but could you not start with that? It would be a much more fun conversation.
Oh, dude, I love this game so much.
Anyway,
I love this game for what it brings, what it gives me, right? Like, when everybody's like looking at what it doesn't have, and it's like, okay, let's look at what it could have and what it does have, Yeah. And it's like, okay, it might not be your game, or it might not be your game right now. But man, I tell you, the thing I just can't fathom. It was the same with 14. It was the same, like, rooting against the MMO, like, as the genre. Like, you realize the last major MMO that was released was WildStar, and then you're like, huh, interesting. Like,
And they
okay.
poached Blizzard devs, and then they shut the game down.
Right, and so everybody's like, oh, like, you know, like you didn't hire all this like talent. It's like sometimes that's not what you want. Like sometimes I get more out of somebody who's willing to learn and is ready to experiment. But yeah, you know, like there's always going to be room for improvement, and I think New World's doing everything that I want them to do in terms of that room for improvement aspect. They're listening, they're implementing. And yeah, like there's going to be some things that you got to wait for, but hell man, I was a Final Fantasy 14 1.0 beta player. I've been through worse. And I actually have a massive love for 1.0. I feel sometimes that we sacrificed a lot, and rightfully so. Like a sacrifice clearly had to be made. Let's not lie about that. But I do feel at times that I was like, man, like there's some things in 1.0 that I wish were still in the game. Let me catch up on chat. I do apologize.
Part of the reason I'm even trying New World, well, largely because it went on sale.
Yeah, but sales are great.
The reason I'm staying with it is because of you telling us that story or that history about 14. You were right about 14. Eventually. It took a while for the game to get to where you were seeing, but it got there.
Yeah.
You're saying the same things about this game.
Well,
the unknowns.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you. The unknowns end up being though is that will Amazon continue to invest? They are as a company the ones that can. Like I don't. That's where a lot of the like indie MMOs. I'm like, oh yeah, like you spend all the money. Okay, like you don't have the backings of a major corporation to sustain yourself through the years while you build up. You know, like that's where it's like. That's where I'm like, okay, I think if Amazon continues to invest in the game, I think the game will do just fine. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry, guys. Distorted Sama says, I hope that they aren't coming in and calling you that. Oh, man. They call me worse things, Distorted. Oh, man. But it's the internet, right? Like, that's like people do that sometimes just to get attention or get a rise, right? So, yeah, oh, man, like, the things I don't like are the things like, you know, people like say that aren't true, you know, and then it's like, you know, and that's where it's just like, okay, like there's not a conversation that can be had after that. Somebody said some just awful stuff to me the other day and I was like, all right, like,
well, we done. Yeah.
Like, you know, okay. But it ends up coming all into the realm of like somebody believes something. And it's like, okay, well, like you believe that I believe that, or you believe that I think that. It's like, when have I ever even given you that impression? Because it's like, if you knew me, you would know that's not true. So it's usually them just making up things to try and get me to, you know, I don't know, get mad or something like that. Let's see here. Chili says, lol, haha, I would say mainstream algorithm content does get watered down, so there isn't much nuance. Well, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to that mainstream algorithmic content, like, that's something people accuse, like back to the things people say about me. It's like you're just, you know, farming the views, the algorithm for views and things like that. It's like, no, like I even go to my wife. I'm like, hey, like when I talk about something, especially that's a trending and typically drama or like hot topic, like I go to my wife to talk about it. Like it's like, hey, like I want to talk about this because I have general interest in it. Like if I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to talk about it. Case in point, you didn't see me cover the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I have absolutely no interest in talking about that. I like talking about games. I'm sticking with games. What's going on, Noctis?
Agreed.
And then Mystera says, I don't like Asmongold's right. Oh no, chat's actually going faster. Now the porn bots are back. Oh gosh, sorry, Chad. I'm gonna catch up on reading all the other comments. Apologize.
This got busy.
This got busy real quick, but I'm racking up this 1,000 experience just in this pool alone already.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Oh man, I'm almost level 19. I'm gonna cap so many freaking weapons this week, dude. That's it, guys. I can't go to work. Kids, fend for yourself. Learn how to eat, to grow your own food. Daddy's got to cap his weapons. And then my wife is very upset. And then there's articles. How New World ruined a YouTuber's
there we go.
YouTuber's life. I need to scroll up, Mystera, especially like I was starting to read the comment, and that's when the porn bots came in and started, and they pushed your comment right out of reach. And then we also got
exactly the same time,
this time we got this insane amount of enemies in here. That was so fun. Oh my gosh, look at all the loot, dude. All right, yum. All right, hold on. Let me actually scroll up and. Because it's like, I might remove...
I finally took enough damage to answer my earlier question. My healing has jumped from 500 to 12.
Woohoo! Alright, let me report them. Report. Alright, let's see here. And if there's a setting or something I could do. Imagine that. Oh, dude, I got some healing gear. Let's see. Okay. Mystera says, I don't like Asmongold's Congratulations on why he's spending $350 on Immortal. I understand it's for content. But my counterpoint is Battlefront 2 horrible loot boxes was fixed because of public backlash from everyone and less spending on them. And that's when EA changed it. And that's exactly right. The other thing that you'll see, like I always see around these drama videos is, oh, I spent $100 on this. I spent $1,000 on this. I spent $10,000, because that also drives people to go watch those videos. Those videos end up being massive. I couldn't imagine the conversation with Julie about trying to spend that. So yeah, like him spending money, anybody spending money, he's an adult. You can do whatever he wants. You can do whatever you want with your money. I will not tell you, unless you come to me and say, hey Brian, I have a problem when it comes to gambling, or I have a problem with this. Would you be my accountability buddy? And then I say, okay, yes. And then you say, hey Brian, I want to spend money on Diablo Immortal. I go, please don't. Don't. But in the case of it, it's like, yeah. And that's the thing, like whenever any gamers come and say, they're like, all we have to do is X, it's like, no, like you have to convince a trillion people that your way of thinking is the right way, and they are going to look at you and go, I don't really care, what's $5? And that's why, like, I highly expect one of the next things from Activision Blizzard is in twofold. Oh my gosh, we've made more money than we've ever made on a Diablo game in our entire history of Diablo. And then yes, we've heard your feedback, and we're going to make some adjustments to that because we've already made our money. And they're going to make those adjustments, and it'll be like, oh, they solved this thing that was bothering us. And then they'll make mistakes, and then they'll fix those mistakes because it's a game as a service game. And that's what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. I still have a lot of love for 1.0. Cass says, there are times that I miss that 14 1.0 WildStar. They all had something special, even when not good. And yeah, like, I still stand by my view of MMORPGs, driven off of what Final Fantasy XIV's done. Content is king, communication's critical, and you can be consistent about it. Distorted says, I think New World's a pretty good game. I adore this game. I absolutely adore this game. It is my perfect, relaxing MMORPG. I can just sit here all day, level in the open world, go fishing, go crafting and gathering. I love it because I don't feel this artificial FOMO right now. And if they introduce artificial FOMO, you'll hear me and my opinion change. Mystera says, Chili, it's not really about the money. It's about the spending money that in front of thousands of impressionable fans, if you know what I mean. He really could be totally fine by playing another game. Yes, and then at the same time, like when it comes down to the algorithm, like I'm not trying to excuse him, like, and just trust me in that regards. He's an adult, he's a content creator, but that's also kind of the other thing. It's an economy of content creation. If you're not being a part of that, you can literally, like, you can miss out on that. Like I fundamentally continue to state, like, I love what I get to do, and I love that freedom that I have in doing it, and that I'm not subject to being a full-time content creator, because then I would have to do that. I'd have to talk about stuff that I'm not interested in. And it's like you have to, because it's like otherwise it's you can kind of get forgotten. And that's the thing, like I'm fine when people forget me. It's really nice, like, but like I'll just keep making my stuff, and occasionally if I make something good that you like, maybe you check it out. Like that's, I feel like, the best relationship that we can have is like, I love y'all's feedback and your honesty, and I love that communication, but you're not required to be here. I love that. I love that aspect, because then I feel like it's honest. Oh, jeez. Hold on. I got some more porn bots to kill, and then we'll get back to killing. And guys, if you feel like you want to join in the conversation, if you don't mind your voice being heard, we are hanging out in the New World Chill Room. You can come join and hang out on Discord. Use the Discord command. You don't have to. Chatting in the windows also helps out the algorithm as well. Noctis says I was able to get into Destiny's 2 season pass. All right, I've actually really been enjoying this season. I'm not playing it right now, but it's been like I was playing it this weekend a little bit, which was great. Distorted says I believe there's a net positive to Asmongold spending money in Diablo Immortal. He is spending hardly anything, and it'll be significantly less than the amount of convincing people not to spend. You know, that will be interesting to see, because like the numbers seem ridiculous, but they're ridiculous because they draw attention, you know? Guys, if I missed...
We're getting dunked on.
Oh, by what? In the game?
Yeah, we got friends.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
They killed them all.
Woo, I got a couple hits.
Killed that train. It's all good.
Never mind. Choo 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 choo. What's up, Big Rack Flop? How you doing, dude? Thanks so much for the support, man. Also, I saw Noctis and I saw who else did I see? Sorry, let me just scroll up. I just was wanting to make sure I shout out everybody who's. Oh yeah, Blue Unicorn. How you been, dude? I was like, I saw your name. I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like we haven't talked in a while. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, y'all doing good. Yeah, if I ever miss like a comment, especially if you feel like you wouldn't want me to address it either as a comment, a question, etc., be sure to tag it Ginger Prime. It will show up better. Maybe YouTube will get a little bit. I think they said they're working on their live chat, so just note that. Yeah, my goal is not to ignore anyone who comes in and is not like I'll ignore the porn bots all day. I don't need porn in my life.
Kick them.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Kick them.
Well, I mean that's the goal is to kick, but it's like. I don't feel like I'm gonna talk to them directly. It'd be so weird if one of those porn bots was like, Brian, I really want to know what you think about the current state of MMORPGs. Like, okay, now I'm confused. Like I thought you were a bot. That
means somebody forgot to log out of their spam bot account.
Oh, exactly.
Back into the
regular. Turns out we caught him. Sleep training the kiddo, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, dude, that's good luck to you. We've been doing the potty training. In fact, guys, if you aren't aware, I've been putting out member-only content, namely because we have gifted members now live on the channel. So thank you, YouTube, for that feature. And with that fact is that if you do have that, I posted a little bit of my stand-up in the members section. So like as it works itself out and gets refined, and if I ever end up doing like a full set and stuff like that, then I'll probably will post that, here on the channel. I don't know how it will perform algorithmically because like I'm a gaming channel. So then all of a sudden it's like, and gaming it's stand up, and I don't want to like, it takes a lot of work to make a new channel, but I am definitely not, one to shy away from new channels.
We've noticed.
Spear 19. Yeah, exactly. It actually takes a lot of pressure off. It's really nice to be able to sit back and say, oh, I'm going to do this now. Oh, I'm going to put that over here. Restore 20 stamina on critical hits. Stamina regeneration rate is increased by 30%. Let's see here. Deal 10% increased damage on consecutive heavy attacks. I haven't been doing many heavy attacks, though. I've deal 20% increased damage against targets with active grit. First successful hit with the ability 2 seconds of dodging. All spear ability cooldowns. Critical hits extend duration. We'll do that one. Boop. One more level on spear, and then it's hammer time.
Excuse me.
What's going on, Bad? How you doing? Are you logging back in tonight? Gonna come join us for some leveling?
You're way ahead of me. I'm like level 17. But
okay, yeah. Yeah, this stuff is level 25 for sure. Like if you're 25, it's like come on over. Like it doesn't that won't hurt you, but chances are like one of these explosions could just like knock you out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got to tag Ginger Prime here. We'll just stand up. In Diablo, hypothetically, let's say 14 trial was on a different client. I missed that. Oh, for PvP. I don't understand. Sorry. And I'm sure I missed the context that I said.
Had a previous about 3 or 4 lines above was in the first half of that statement, I think.
If only it was a porn sponsorship. I turned down so many sponsorships. I guarantee you the first one that I accept will not be a porn sponsorship. I did get somebody reach out for me, wanted me to do a gambling stream, and I was like, no. And the numbers that they want to pay, man, it's like, all right, no, that's just insane. Like, we'll give you all this fake money to gamble. I'm like, no, I'm good, man.
Are you going to pay me real money for my time?
Yeah, they were like free money and gambling and stuff. I was like,
exposure.
Oh, dude, paying an exposure is such a crock.
Oh, I hate it.
Such a crock.
I absolutely hate it. I checked with my landlord. He does not accept exposure.
There is a level that it's like there is a value, but it's not like I think that value is overvalued by the reactor, and like it doesn't help. It really doesn't help the reacting unless you keep doing it over and over and over again. You know, and so when we look at the numbers, like it clearly is more beneficial to do to make reaction content because like there's a massive demand for it, and I'm like, all right, so I'm just gonna share any react video. Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, it's not a one-to-one. It's not a guarantee. Blue Unicorn's comment, the rest of the oh, okay, cool. See here. So, Blood Blue Unicorn, I'm very much against Diablo Immortal, but that's me. I think it's aggressively pay to win, especially for pay to win. I asked if people wouldn't be okay with pay to win in 14's free trial, and then they shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, like, the thing that, especially when it comes down to the pay to win, it's like, that's why I put out my, like, basically what I thought would be my one and only video on the game itself. Was that it was like, guys, this is a pay to win game. Let's not beat around the bush. If you're gonna step into it and know that it's pay to win, then you know. So I viewed it as me trying to educate people on the subject matter of the game. But then also I still always stand by my, like, you're the adult. You know, if you're a kid, different conversation. But if you're an adult, like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what you can and can't play, you know.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's my job. You know,
I'm gonna sit here and tell me, yeah, you already have 5 kids. I'm gonna sit here
I got enough to manage.
Can and can't do. Like, I tried Marvel Strike Force when it first came out, which was not a pay to win, but it was an aggressive microtransaction gotcha type game set in the Marvel Cinematic.
Yeah. And
that was kind of fun, but it nickel and dimed here and there a little bit. And after about a month in playing it, there was a glitch where you had to reinstall the client, and I didn't have my save backed up properly, so it did not automatically load, and it was fine. I eventually got everything back, but I was questioning, do I want to continue playing it if I can't recover my save? And I went back to my bank statement. I spent $500 in 1 month on that stupid game.
That's how they get you, man.
Yeah, that was a wake-up call for me, thankfully.
One of the things a lot of people, like, it's interesting because it's after, they call it free to play. But what it ends up being is it took off the cap on how much money the publisher could make. Like, yes. That's what the data shows. It wasn't that, like, oh, this game's free, how are we going to survive? And it's like, oh, we actually, instead of limiting ourselves to just one transaction, we turned this into a relationship of multiple transactions. And now we're making money over, each and every day. See, that my view also though is that as long as you as the player, like, it's when the relationship of the business model changes, right? So imagine 14 it being, it's a subscription based game, but all of a sudden imagine if it shifted to a pay to win game. Like, wait a minute, like, I was enjoying this game, like, I was fine with it having a subscription, like, this was great, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh nope, we're changing it. And it's like, well, why? Like, what was the reasoning? Is it going to get better because of the change and whatnot? Like, for example, a lot of us were frustrated. It looks like I lost my music. Maybe Julie took control of our Spotify. I'm gonna turn on the music in game now. Like when they actually added in the cash shop to Final Fantasy 14, a lot of players were actually upset by that. It wasn't like, it wasn't cheered. It was booed at the announcement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like it would hurt, like it would frustrate. Now, if they went and decided that they wanted to change the model and say, like, listen, we're gonna be a buy to play, like, it's hard on a change, right? Like with a game like Final Fantasy 14, it's a hard on when you change the business model that's agreed upon. If they launched Final Fantasy 14 without a sub and said, hey, it's gonna be supported by a battle pass, well, then, then there's a discussion to be had. But it's like, even me saying that will frustrate people because it's a change and you don't know, like, oh, is this change a good change or a bad change? And so it's just better to be like, this is the model we have. This is what we're going with. Like, New World actually has a lot of flexibility because they're a buy-to-play game, no sub. And then they talked about, like, we're considering adding a battle pass to the game. And they talked about that before the game was out. And they said they're going to have more details to share in 2022. And yeah, so we're going to have to see how that goes. And I the feedback I gave them, I said, is that, if your battle pass doesn't expire, meaning if I can buy a battle pass, I can choose what battle pass I want to level up on, that I want to grind on. That in and of itself solves the problem of battle passes for me, because I bought the 2 Halo battle passes. I feel good about that when I go play Halo. Even their progression system sucks in Halo. They need to fix that for sure. But the fact that I own the battle pass and I can grind on the battle pass whenever I want to grind on the battle pass, it's awesome. I'm loving it. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, it does expire in Immortal, and so I'm not going to buy that. I don't need a game that makes me feel like I have to play. While yes, there is a limited time event, and there's going to be multiple limited time events in June that are doing double XP. I didn't have to pay for that. I don't have to pay to be a part of that event. And then eventually it says, yeah, that was only for this period of time. Like that would frustrate me. What I do in those cases is I just opt out. I just go, meh. Yeah. You know what? Like I have other games I can play, and so I'm gonna take the other games.
This is probably the coldest of hot takes, but a battle pass that expires is a subscription by a different name. But now it's tied to FOMO. Like it's attaching FOMO to what was already a subscription.
Yeah. I think that's why they got rid of the Final Fantasy 14 sub and get that that mount. I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. But then you actually go look at how World of Warcraft implemented it, and they implemented it in such a way that it's like, get this 6-month mount by subscribing for 6 months. And oh, by the way, there's not going to be any content for 9 to 10 months. Like, all right, thanks for your 6-month sub, by the way. Yeah, if you rage and whatnot, that's fine. We've already got your money. What's going on, Antonio? How you doing tonight? What's going on, Aaron?
Get rid of that. Get that off my screen.
You remember Blue Unicorn says, I remember being part of Archage Unchanged, and the guild I joined hated that they removed the pay-to-win aspect. I was dumbfounded. Some people like it because they can, if they got the money to flex, or they're just bad with money, they can just pour it into a game. Like, there's people who want that. Flup says, sub to microtransaction hell is the path that Rift took in the past. Killed the game. I honestly, though, think if you think of a battle pass, like you said, as without the expiration, we can talk about Rift, because I remember playing it. Like, there was things that I liked about Rift, but it fell into the same kind of mindset that all these games fall into of, oh yeah, it came out, and then it's like you play through all the content and then you leave. That's one of the things a lot of people... Like, despite...
Was it the transition that killed it, or was it GamerGo that killed it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But it's like, I remember, it kind of fell into the same thing where, the same thing what I see even here with New World. Like, a lot of people oh, the game died. It lost all these players, after, 4 months. Like, the game launched with maybe 3 to 4 months of content. So people played that hardcore. And even, and that's the thing, there's a narrative that essentially is just kind of a little bit fatiguing when it comes down to the MMO genre as a whole. And ultimately, if you find people who actually know what and study the genre, they go, oh, you got players? Cool. And then you got new content on the way? Yeah, that's what you need, and if you do those, then great. But
it's a frustrating intellectual disconnect that people have.
Yeah.
Because
there's gamers who want to be a part of the thing. You want to be a part of the hype. Or whatever's big, and then it's MMOs come in, and then that's why I think the expansion model that ESO has, that even Destiny has, serves it really well, because every year you get this whole new press circle, you get this whole new hype cycle, and then you're supplemented with seasonal content for the hardcore of hardcore players. So, go ahead and say your thing, and then I want to get back to the comments here. Go ahead.
Sure. The intellectual disconnect that's so frustrating is that the games MMOs are now very much a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
You play one for a while, another one comes out with its new content update, you go play that, and then you just kind of cycle through them. We're well aware of that. A lot of people play them that way. Streamers play them that way.
Oh, yeah.
Asmon, for example, has gone through, 4 MMOs in the last 8 months? Mm-hmm. And that's because that's how we play them. Yet when people look at the player counts for seasonally played games, it's always, oh, it's a dead game now.
Oh, yeah.
No! It's seasonal! You're playing it exactly the same way I am.
100%. 100%.
Think.
Well, and that's the thing. It's easier to, it's easier not to. It's easier not to think. And so,
Please,
but I see it,
brain.
but even outside of MMOs, I see that same kind of narrative. It's like, oh, and then it's like new game releases content. People play it. Then they finish the content and then they go on and, it's and I get it in a world where every game is a subscription-based game. So you can really only have one. But in a world when you don't have a subscription that's financially locking you into that game, it's easier just to be like, all right, I'll be back later, Now, Masira says, this is just for me personally. I'm only okay with pay to win in terms of battle pass and cosmetics. Anything over that is too much, and if it is in the battle pass, it's easy to complete. Yeah, I think the battle pass, because it also shows you what you get while you unlock it. My only concern is just for me personally, is that it adds an extra level of pressure that I feel like I have to log in, otherwise it's going to go away. So what I end up doing is I don't give them money and I don't play the game. I just think, I'm just going to play something else. But in Halo's case, I actually still am playing Halo despite its continued flaws. And it's what I end up doing is it's nice. And then I'm gonna finish season 2, and then I'm gonna go work on what I didn't do in season 1. And even though that right now their seasons are 6 months, which is weird, I like the model. I don't feel like I have to be playing Halo right now. I don't have, and that's great. And same thing, if New World had a battle pass, I don't want to have to feel like I have to play New World right now. I want to go play the new Final Fantasy stuff. I don't want to sit here and be punished because I need the flexibility in my life, guys. I need that flexibility in my life. I don't get a lot of it. I don't get a lot of flexibility. And so when a game becomes rigid, I just say, I already have enough of that in my life, and that's just me talking as a dad, Blue Unicorn says, I feel like Rift lost its identity quick since the world events failed in low-level areas due to poor scaling. Many other things made it fail, but I feel like it was key to it. See you, Tom. What's up, dude? It says, you, sir, are a beautiful man. Good to see you this evening. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for coming by and hanging out, guys. I really appreciate y'all showing up for a New World stream. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing some Final Fantasy 14. Hopefully, you will come and hang out for that one as well. Chili says, anyway, 3 a.m. Going to get some sleep. Good night, Chili. Thanks for helping fight the porn bots. Appreciate you. Mysterious says, yeah, ESO Plus is kind of like a battle pass for ESO, but all you do is log in once and grab it, and you do. And is that really a great experience though? Is it just logging into the game just to do your chore to grab your thing? Is that I don't find that to be enjoyable. Let's see here. I'm just making sure that Julie wasn't texting. It's that's for me. I just go. I'm that's a fast way for me to be like, why am I doing this? It asks me question. It has me ask too many questions.
On something mobile, I don't mind it because it's just a quick launch it, grab my thing and move on.
Well, especially on mobile, that I can see that being a mobile thing. But when I have to put in my one-time password on 14, and if they're doing that, I get mad faster.
See, I need to. Since I'm only newly starting on 11, I'm going to need to log in to get the daily login points when the next wave starts. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to have to put in my password and my one-time passcode into Play Online.
Yeah.
And then select 11 and then wait for it to load and then select Play the game and then wait for the client to load and then it loads and then I'll hit play and then I'll select my character and then I'll stare at a blank screen that says downloading in the corner for about 5 seconds and then it'll open and then I'll get my points.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm glad I have it on Steam Deck. Oh man, yeah, I'm glad I got that one on Steam Deck. I'm glad I got 14 on Steam Deck. I got New World running, but then today it wouldn't let me log in. I was gonna work on my step-by-step video. I might just put out that video in case anybody is able to play without having the error, but I'm gonna put that out for people maybe tomorrow. Mysterious says, yes, I agree. Why I had a huge sigh of relief when Yoshida said Crystal Conflict free battle pass. Oh yeah, and the fact that their battle pass is free is nice. That's not good. That doesn't bother me Congrats, we got RSA hitting
need to
level
go farm it.
27.
I need to go farm that Crystal Conflict.
I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy Crystal Conflict. Are there any
I'm
higher
not
level
much of a
dungeons?
PvP person, so it's kind of hilarious that I didn't much care for Crystal Conflict. Like, it's objectively a good mode. It's just not my thing.
Let's go
and
down.
then-
Let's go down to the Skull Shrine, and let's go to
Sure.
this. It's level 40, so it might be a little harder. So enemies might take a little bit longer to die, because like I
brought
think
a
the
better
enemies
weapon.
are.
I brought a serious weapon if we want to go run something a little heavier.
All right, I'm gonna recall the house.
And I also like the idea of Sage, but wasn't particularly enjoying it. And then
That's right, distorted.
then I tried Sage as... Oh, sorry. Then I tried Crystal Conflict as Sage. Oh, I love it. It's
Ooh.
great.
I think
they
they're?
double negative. Two things I didn't like became something I love.
Yeah. Chili says, "Do I think they're hiding something in the patch for tomorrow?" I think with the 6.1 we get the patch once they go offline. So I don't know. Like I wouldn't think it's anything massive, but honestly, like any surprises are good surprises to me right now.
Uh-oh.
What?
I got attacked.
Oh no!
While I was teleporting.
I'm sorry, I'm not there for you, buddy. It's like running. Like sucks.
That's
Because
okay.
I can't.
I just ran over to somebody else and they did an AoE, so it's fine. I just need to kill them so I'm out of combat now.
I'm gonna head to it. Yeah, you're like 2 kilometers away. Oh, somebody killed a gator and now I'm gonna skin it. Because why not?
Yeah. Gators are good skins.
Oh, dude, that they are. Oh, the PvP feels so good in 14 now. It makes me hopeful that they continue to invest in, but it
Even
like
Frontline was better with the
even
the changes
Frontline's
in the
better.
skill sets.
Oh, 100%, dude. Frontline's so much better. My only problem with it is I need my stats. Like I need same problem with Halo. Like the season's fine, but give me like also this career mindset. Give me my stats. Let me get excited about it. You know. How is V Rising? Somebody asked me if I wanted to put a controller guide out for it, but I was like, I haven't picked it up, and honestly, with my hours being cut, I'm like, I'm working on learning some new coding frameworks. To either build out my own apps or to release my own to also then pad the old resume but that's also the problem. Like a lot of jobs might not be hiring, and if you do get hired and everything kind of goes further south, recession wise, and it's like you might be hey, welcome to the team. Hey, by the way, we'll call you. Like I like Valheim, and we still have our private server. I need to find time that we could do some Valheim again. That or I need to like back up my server and
Please die.
and then cancel that server sub and save a little bit of money. Who knows? We'll see what I do. We'll find out.
Bro, please die. Holy cow. All right. Now, teleport.
Yay!
Recall to house.
I haven't heard back from him, dude. Like I messaged him back, and maybe he messaged me again. I'll have to get on LinkedIn and find out. I told Julie ultimately because we're going on. We already planned and paid for a little family trip, so like we're going on a little vacay. Gonna take the kids to the beach, and that's gonna. I'm looking forward to that, and then once I get back, I was like, we'll take a look at the budget. So yeah, Scrag, I'll probably be like, yeah, like hey. I'll be more inclined because like all of my contracts are just like we're holding everything right now. We're just putting everything on hold. That's not critical, and contract work isn't critical.
Yeah. We're worried about a recession, so we're going to stop paying our employees and cause the recession we're worried about. It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's how it works, man. A double blast. How much for that? Did I not get anything?
feel like I'm moving so much slower out here.
When I was on the the PTR, etc., I felt like I was moving pretty daggone quick.
I felt like I was running real fast inside the cave, but now that I'm back outside the cave, this feels slower.
I'm not getting
It's
any
probably
points
just
for these guys.
perspective.
I don't know if I'm getting any points for these guys.
I think if they self-destruct, you don't get XP.
Well, those guys suck.
Yep. Although it is really fun to use the blunderbuss as blowback just as they're about to explode, so they harmlessly detonate somewhere away from you.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to get the experience.
Program remove right there. Like, how about I don't take any damage?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to use a proximity to attack in a game that has a dozen knockbacks? That's a brilliant plan.
How nuts would it be like, oh, and our surprise Final Fantasy 16 collab in Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow. It's like, he's the producer and director. He knows exactly what to do. And that'd be so freaking wild. Dude, I'm excited, man. We got 16 coming next summer. The summer of 16.
I'm really enjoying all the jokes about... I started them on every server, but people have carried them on, and it's been great. I've enjoyed the jokes about how in the world are they going to get a collab between the two. Does the producer and director of 14 even know the producer of 16?
It's like, hello? Can we get a call? We have a Final Fantasy game. You have a Final Fantasy game? We do too. Do you think that Red Moon is the Dalmud? And something like that?
I don't think so.
It's interesting that they put that.
It'd be interesting if they did, but if you look really close at the skybox in 14 currently, there's a lot of red stars that are about the same size. So I think it might just be a star. But I can see why you'd think that, because every time I see the red star in the skybox, I'm like, wait, is Dalmud coming? Oh, no, that's just the same star. I've already seen that.
Oh, man, you guys are the best. Like, I had a couple of people just DM me like, hey, different options about other positions that might be opening up at their respective companies. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that, because I was like, yeah. It's like, I was like, in July, like, if I was like, didn't have any leads, I was like, oh, God, I don't want to make the I need your help video. It's like, guys, I need your help. Like,
It'd be a sad day when you had to start making reaction content without splitting the revenue.
No, I would like it. Like, again, like, I don't like, a part of me is like, I mean, I guess, especially if there was nobody hiring, then I would lean heavily into the content, and which you've probably already seen some of that, like, as in like, oh, Brian's making, more videos and stuff. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was about. I did not put two and two together until you just now said it.
Yeah, it's like, I've definitely been releasing more videos because I've actually had more time, but I'm also trying to spend time on, like doing extra programming work, and I've like, so like today I actually had like, about 4 hours of work to do, which was great. So I did those 4 hours, and like, it makes me happy because it's like, oh, cool, I'm actually getting paid today. So it's like, but there's been days where I'm like, all right. Like, and the thing though, like, and it's like, that I would highly always recommend is like, my wife's a massive saver, so we are sitting down and it's like, I can, I could not work easily for, like, I would be panicked, like, and my wife says that, she's blessed because, like, I am a worker. Like, I like to go and do good work. I like to, like, that's something that, like, I have people I'm related to who have absolutely no interest whatsoever in work. Like, they would rather do not. And it's like, oh man, I can't even fathom that, right? Like, I'm like, how would you not get bored? But it's like, all right, so that's kind of the things, like, like I've been like, do I lean more into content? Is this something that am I supposed to be like a full-time content creator? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? But I'm like I love coding, and so it's like, well, maybe I lean in there, and it's like I don't know. It's like, just note that I've been going through just like, okay, well, what do I need to be doing? And then Sir Mage Main dropping a 5 super chat sticker. Thank you so much. I believe you also are the one who dropped a $5 super thanks, my first one over on Ginger Gaming World today, if I'm remembering my names correctly. And if that's the case, thank you so much for that amazing support.
You have a friend up here.
Oh,
you got a friend down there.
We got all kinds of friends here. Oh,
okay, well, I'll bring mine to yours, and we'll have a party.
I literally like did some kind of like glitch and flew off the level. That was cool, but I'm back because I'm awesome at this game.
You're awesome at the parkour.
Total War, like, is that Warhammer? Yes, thank you so much again. I really appreciate that. From Julie and me, okay. we really thank you guys a lot for the support.
I didn't mention, but I respec into a full heal build.
Oh, I should stand in your healing well then. I need a ranged weapon if I'm going to do that, though.
Yeah, I realized I've only used the healing weapon twice in the last month or so, and both times I was partied with you.
Oh, Dead Captain James, thank you so much. Joining the tier 3.
Nice.
Gotta go make sure I get all the golden names updated at the end of the videos. Thank you for that support from Julie and me. Hope you enjoy your badge, your emotes, your role in Discord, and now we got member-only videos that are for members. Because like when they added the gifting, I was like, oh, I guess that's, like people don't have to give money. They could hang out in a live stream and end up getting a gift, and then it's like, cool, boom. You can go check those out, the member stuff. And then I looked at it and I was like, only have 4 member videos. Well, I guess I need to make a couple more. So I posted one today. So hopefully you enjoy that. Dead Captain James. What a cool name, by the way. Yarr.
Seems to be a good place to farm. I'm getting about 190 a piece.
Yeah, I think the fact that the enemies take a little bit longer to die too means that, like, even though there's other people in here, they're not, you're able to get enough hits in on them, so they're not just completely like, oh, I hit him, but I didn't get enough on him or something. Dude, I love this game. I really, really hope they continue to make New World. I'm looking forward to the new zone, and oh man, the Great Sword, dude. I'm freaking excited about Great Sword. Like, honestly, one of the things I'm really happy about this event is I've literally been blunderbuss sword, and I haven't been working on any of my other weapons. And I was like, my fear was they're gonna come out with a blunderbuss, and I'm gonna like it so much that I'm never gonna unequip it. And I was like, and that ended up being exactly what happened. I was like, I got that thing to 20 like right a freaking way, man. Right a freaking way. Whoa, Distorted dropping a 10 spot saying, I love your content, is always entertaining and cozy. Love it when you do streams with my favorite streamer. Hope you can keep doing what you do. Oh, thank you, man. Like, and that's the plan. The plan is, I love being able to call myself a part-time content creator. And I like that I can sit down and just like, I love that this is a passion for me and not, a career. And I know that there are people who want to make this their career, and I always feel like, I'm not trying to insult them. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get blasted. Oh man, that was awesome. I was like, okay. Oh, that's a big guy.
You were down to half health, and I full healed you.
Yeah, that's because you're a good healer.
Apparently, all I had to do was respec everything.
What a shocker! Stats matter.
I don't mind stats mattering in a game where it's so incredibly easy to change your stats.
Oh yeah, Warhammer Fantasy. So, like, I remember when that game came out, it was reviewed really well, and I was like, oh man, I need to check out that game at some point. I loved Warhammer Online. Like, I really enjoyed that. I even played on the private server, and it's so funny because if you wonder like, what EA must be kicking themselves for being like, oh man, we just needed to wait a little bit longer, and then come out with a different business model, because like, that's the MMO, man. Like, you got to sit down and say like, all right, we're gonna have to survive for a long time. Long as AGS keeps working and expanding it, New World would be a great game in a couple of years. That's a fact, dude. That's how it works. Because then all of a sudden it's like you come in and you're like, oh man, they've added all this. And like, I do think that they need to invest a little bit more into some casual content. The leaderboards and stats and all that, I think is going to help out dramatically. But like the feedback that I gave them on the 3v3 devs, creators versus devs event, I was saying, I want experience to mean something at level 60 because we have all these quests. Oh, wow. Blasty.
Yeah, we exploded.
Yeah, we have all these quests that I will, after we get through this crazy pool, I will show you the quests that I have. And I'm like, the reason I'm not turning them in is because there's no, like, I'm not even grabbing them because like there's no reason to, or if I grab them, I'm not turning them in because like I don't
get them off the map.
Well, I don't want to. I want that experience, and I'm hopeful that they do something with it. Like, give me a thing to do like post 60 that experience fills in. And then I talked about how I want open world enemies, the longer that they've been alive, to offer bonus experience. And they have a system like that in place for PvP. So the longer a PvP player's been alive, the more bonus experience you get. And I was like, that'd be awesome if they did that for PvE as well. And if they did, I was like, that would be really cool. Like, you bring those two systems in together, bring in some more fun leaderboard stats and stuff like that, because they're going to bring them in for PvE and PvP as well. Like, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then obviously Dungeon Finder is going to be a huge boost. But like, you know, like, yeah, there's going to be content. And, you know, I still think an expansion offers the best marketing update for the game. Like, hey guys, new expansion. Oh, and have y'all seen like the cutscene after you beat like the Tempest?
I have not done the Tempest.
Okay, yeah, I haven't run the Tempest either, but it is posted online, and it's like animated cutscene, voice. Like, it was really good. And I was like, oh, that's great. And I was like, you know, honestly, if they went in and said, you know, we're going to go ahead and bring that into, like, bring that kind of, like, level of storytelling into, like, the core game story, and then you do that, especially with the expansion, you end up being able to, like, I think, offer that to a lot of players who might be interested. When do we get the floating presents again? I think that's coming with the Summer Solstice event. So we know there's going to be a summer event like the Winter Convergence, you know, that's going to take place. Most likely, it's either going to be July. I would assume July would be a good time because we know we're not getting a June update. So then, if you think about a July update kind of being a bigger update, you know, for the barnacles and black powder, and then you have you don't really have a big update for August. But then you have a big update for September, and that could be the, you know, the great sword and stuff like that, you know, for the anniversary of the game's launch.
I think they're kind of handling it the right way. They're slowly fixing bugs and building out new content so that when an expansion comes, they can say, here's all the stuff we've got. Oh, by the way, here's all the things we already added.
Yeah. So
for people who are excited and interested in an expansion, there's all this other well, you know the cycle from 14. Yeah. People come back for the expansion because they've also got all the 0.1 through 0.5 stuff.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I was like, study what 14 does. And it's like, and it's a battle of attrition because everybody was still talking crap about 14 and ARR and in Heaven's Word and stuff. But it's like, oh, well, they're still showing up, you know, like they're still doing this thing. And it's like, it takes a lot, you know, it takes a lot. And Yoshi P also designed 14 in a very smart way that he said that he designed it from a cost perspective that all they need was 300,000. Now I'm sure with the increase of servers that number has gone up, but also subscribers have gone up. And so it's like he's designed it in a very financial responsible way. And now Square Enix will spare no expense for the game. So I think essentially like Final Fantasy Future is looking really bright. So I'm just excited for that. Now, if they could bring it to, I don't know, like Xbox and GeForce Now, and you know, like that would be great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be appreciative of those additions. I'd take it on Stadia. I'd take it anywhere. How do you like your green eggs and ham in 14? I like it on a plane and a boat, and you know, on a moat and whatnot. We just checked Julie's status. Go ahead.
I suspect you might be right that they're thinking about that because you said the signs are kind of there, but I'm pretty sure the server blast from last year has slowed that down. Like, why would you launch it on new platforms when we can't even support the platforms it's already on?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, absolutely. And Flub, dude, a year as a tier 3 member here. Oh my gosh, guys. Get some love in chat for Flup for that amazing support.
Wow.
Not even currently playing New World, still coming and hanging out on a stream. 1 year. Oh, by the way, yeah, members, if you're not aware, it's not like YouTube makes it easy. Yeah, it's YouTube, right? Like, if you click the $sign and if you have a membership milestone, it will give you the ability to post that as a message if you're so inclined, just like Fluff did right now. And yeah, it's like, come on, like, I wish, like, YouTube definitely has got a little, I'm glad they got, like, gifted memberships, but I tell you what, it's like, that's not the only thing we needed. We need a lot. Come on, YouTube, let's go. Thanks, Eagle Eye. Let me see if I can get my music back, because I was like... Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm almost 20. Expo. All right, let's see here. All right. Where is this? Okay, lo-fi. There we go. There we go.
I discovered an interesting quality of life feature that is excellent. So if you have it set to auto target, which I do for healing, you have to hold the control key to heal yourself.
Yeah.
If you forget and hit the button first and then hit and hold control, it will auto cast on you without having to hit the button again.
Nice. Yeah, I've got my control mapped to holding the left bumper. So it's like, if I just hold that, then I can auto target myself.
Oh yeah, I'm a keyboard guy.
Filthy controller player.
Eh. I'm glad to have a controller, because I tried 11 without it, and no. Even on PC, no, you cannot play 11 without a controller. It's just,
Oh yeah.
don't.
I don't know how people did. I was
talking
talking with Chris and Tyler Blevins, and they're all like playing with keyboard. I'm like, how are you doing that? Like, how did that become a thing? I was impressed.
Well, I tried it at first because I was having so much trouble with the controller, which turned out to be a Bluetooth thing. Tip for anyone else who's interested: Xbox Bluetooth does not work with 14 and 11.
The Bluetooth on that, I have the dongle or whatever, because I was having so many problems with Bluetooth. I was like, this ain't worth it. I know there's a better way.
Yeah. But I tried it on the controller or on the keyboard with that, and it's like I had to take my hand off the mouse constantly because you need one hand on WASD and the other hand on the number pad. And that's the point where I said I have to stop this.
Yeah.
This is not tenable.
It's not sustainable.
No.
Oh my gosh, Dead Captain James said Blues to play 11 with just the keyboard back in 2008. It was just different times. Man, tip of the hat. Tip of the hat to you. Oh no, I'm down. I fell down. Oh, can I get back up from here?
I don't know, but one of them's coming after you.
Oh,
so
I can't. I got back up. I got back up. Yay.
He's still chasing you. Nope, I got his attention. Hi there, buddy.
Chase me all he wants, man.
I'm gonna shoot you now.
I brought a friend. And I played 11 like right away on controller. I was like, yep. It's so funny. Someone's like, do you even play this game on controller? I was like, yeah, dude. Like, I don't play MMOs if I can't. I'll try them on keyboard and mouse, but it's not, I don't stick with them. Yeah, and Scrag just got his Steam back. Dude, I'm loving it. It's also helpful that I've been working in Linux for a little bit now, so it's like, okay, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Oh, it's getting chaotic.
That's a little messy.
Oh, that was so funny. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh god, he just... Dude, I'm game. I think that'd be kind of a nice little fun little review. I want to put a little bit more time into it. Because I've been enjoying it for 14. Like, I haven't got to play much 11. I spent a little time as I was testing it out. But then I was like, okay, I need to spend more time. Oh, man. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, all right, Shadowban, level 43. Congrats.
Yay!
Oh. Windsward has been burning oil vat downgraded.
No! Which one's Windsward?
That's the non-Everfall, so it's the one I go to less.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit 20 on Spirited Knight. Oh, that's gonna feel good. Yes.
Oh, wow. 2 more ranks in life staff. Holy cow. Okay. That's awesome.
Nice. Which level is your life staff right now?
It is 11. I am unlocking its ultimate ability.
Ultimate power.
When you heal an ally below 50% health, you heal them for 30% more.
Yeah, they had it on the weekend last time, and the only thing I can kind of theorize right now, Fluff, is that they're gonna also do something this weekend, so that it's like double XP. And I'm wondering if they were like, what I hope is that they do double XP weapon and double XP like character, so that it's like you kind of get the best of both worlds, and it ends up being kind of like a week-long thing or something like that. And that's my hope. EverQuest Online Adventures on the PS2. I remember that it existed. I never played it. I've never played EverQuest, but my friend was really into it. My first MMO was Final Fantasy 11. Like, that was the first MMO that I ever played. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing.
I did play EverQuest. My dad picked it up, and I figured I'll give it a shot on his account.
Mm-hmm.
I got as far as one of the... They had a really obnoxious thing, at least back in the early days, where there were challenge levels that were intended to see if you were a serious player or not. And that level would require like 5 to 10 times as much experience as the previous level.
Oh, yeah?
And then it would drop back down to normal. And I was not serious enough.
It was the weed out level.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, you need 500,000 XP to level from 18 to 19. Cool. You need 4 million to level from 20 to 20, or 19 to 20. And you only need 550,000 to get from 20 to 21.
That's
and they
funny.
did that every 10 levels. And that was the, are you serious enough to play it? And I was not. And like 14, you had a serious XP penalty if you died.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
and
you could lose 8 to 10 hours of farming on a single death.
And then Brandon says, toss a like, guys. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks for the reminder. Also, thanks for the 17 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Helps share out the stream.
Push that button.
Boom. I'm gonna get the spear done, dude. It's gonna feel so good. I love game goals, man. I love game goals.
I like games that let you set your own goal
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
instead of it being curated.
there's a value in the curation, because essentially, like, when it comes down to it, like, giving players like a pathway, and then essentially, like, as they get more comfortable in that curation, then be like, oh, but you also can go do whatever, you know, like having it not to where it's the only pathway forward. A like has been tossed to my Witcher. toss a like to your Witcher. Witcher 4 is in development. I'm so happy they're making Final Fantasy 16 M-rated, because I think essentially they were kind of just holding themselves back, and then like you got people like, oh yeah, like Witcher can tell like a better story. And, well, yeah, because you're not worried about certain aspects of, like, you're trying to adhere to a teen rating. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of articles written about it though, like Final Fantasy, the game that was once for children growing up, and you know, it's like that's where I get mad at algorithms, because it's like we really, like, when you start to see behind the curtain, you're like, so many things are just more algorithmically driven, and if you don't participate in the algorithm drive, like, you're gonna get swallowed by it. You know, it's like we were talking earlier about Asmon. It's like, well, like, either he's gonna do it or somebody else will, and you know, like, he'll probably then react to it.
Yup.
Yes, so close. Oh, Star Wars Galaxies, dude. Like, so many people love that. I think that there's going to be a way, and somebody's going to find the way to blend that's the sandbox and the theme park. And I think New World does that for me. Not that it couldn't be better, but when you talk about Star Wars Galaxies, like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you like that, like, forced partying and all these things. It's like, I think it's got to be scalable. Like, most likely that's going to be the real test of the Riot MMO, and also even Ashes of Creation. A lot of people put a lot of hope in, you know, into that game, and it sounds like it's going to be a great game that I'm going to enjoy, like as a sandbox MMORPG. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. And but do I think it's going to be the most financial viable? Oh my gosh, this guy's kicking my butt.
Yeah, this guy's a little rough.
He's got a cannon. Oh snap.
Homeboy here's a Blastoise.
Oh, he is. That's a great example. That's a great analogy.
So I'll switch to the life staff for a second and
yeah, like
try
Ash
to get behind you so I can heal you, because I got that pass-through trait.
Yeah, pass-through trait. Yeah, like Ash just like looks like it's gonna be like, for me, I'm like, yes, sandbox. You know, like, you get to go and do what you want, and you're kind of participating in the world and all this stuff. But I just wonder outside, like, will he have enough money? Because I think it's launching. It's already got a cash shop. Somebody was like, you know, like, oh, Ashes is going to be great. It's going to be, you know, I was like, it's already selling you like items. Jeez Louise, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, wow, that thing's just. I'm just gonna let him keep firing.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's just get over here out of the way and then...
See, okay, he's... Oh, no, there's another one. Does the other one have a cannon? The other one does have a cannon. Oh, ow.
Get up.
Oh, my gosh, these guys
Kill
suck.
myself. I haven't brought my serious weapon.
Oh.
In fairness, this is a level... this is a 5-man level 40 zone.
Oh, yeah,
and there's only 2 of us.
Is he retreating? Or is he just falling back to launch cannons at us?
His health has not reset. Get off me! Well, I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh, you're down?
I'm down.
Oh, ow. Let me see if I can res you.
You
Get
gotta
off.
do the-
Get
and you
off
gotta
me.
do behind
Oh, they got me trapped and locked in. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can res. Come on, get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up. Yes! Oh, I got knocked down. I'll actually take that knockdown.
That,
That was awesome.
I got up, had a sliver of health. They did a Donkey Kong ground slam on you, and then I died. So I'm back at the respawn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The I do expect that there probably will be a sale on the game probably coming in the next couple of months. Like with Summer Games Fest, I'm wondering if we'll see an announcement from them at all, and then be like, yeah.
Excuse me. I know nothing about Ashes other than it's been ridiculously overhyped. So I have been avoiding news so I don't accidentally fall into a hype cycle.
The problem with Ashes is I've been working on a video what I call the 3 seasons of the MMO. It's the season of hype, grind, and burnout, or the season of bitch. It's like either B word works in this case, and literally like within Ashes
for monetization reasons.
Yeah, probably like in terms of the naming. I'll probably like bleep out the thing on the thumbnail, but call it burnout in the title. But when you look at it, it's like within Ashes, in its own hype cycle, it has its own series of people are like hyped, they're grinding on the news, and then they get upset. It's like guys, like, you know, just we rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. We're not getting many MMOs, and we need MMOs to come out and be successful if we want people to still invest in this genre. Otherwise, they will just be like, Well, there's no point because we didn't make an investment in this game, you know, in this genre 20 years ago. So, y'all have fun with your 20-year-old plus games. DC Universe Online.
And the
I like
continual
that.
return to 2 months after a game launches, oh, it's already dead, is not helping that.
No,
Like,
it's
people
so...
who don't know anything see that kind of content on YouTube and say, well, why would I invest now?
Right, they don't. It's called the MMO death spiral. Because it's like, oh, if I'm not gonna go and play, and it's like, all right, but people make that content because people view that content, so it's very hard to break out of that. The only way you break out of that is you just continue to make content. Like literally, when I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of the comments like this where it's like people are like, oh, I thought this game was dead. No, it's like I put out the player population report today, and our player population from the last update to now. Last update was like 430,000 monthly active. Right now we're between 250 to 275,000 monthly active players. It's like, there's a lot of players playing the game, but there used to be a whole lot more players playing the game. And the question is that how do you get those players to come back and check out the game? And I just still say, and I said this well over a year ago, I was like, it's going to be about like how the road to their first expansion. Like, how do you invite people back in? What's going on, Legendary Mike? How you doing, dude?
I don't like to think about this, but the thought popped into my head. I wonder what would have happened to 14 if it had launched the way it did in 2010 now, with the way reactionary everything's dead,
That's an interesting
YouTube social media content is now.
I'm sure that it had its fair share of that, but not like as prevalent because it was more in article form. So probably on forums and stuff, so it was less social. But no, it'd be interesting.
I'm curious if they would have given it another shot, or they would have seen all of the ridiculous, over-the-top hate press coming out and just said, well, there's no point in trying to save it.
Oh, man, because it's Final Fantasy and because it hurt the brand so much, I still think they probably would have.
There's a good chance of that.
Hey,
Yoshida made a oh boy. Yoshida made a very, very good argument of, if you want to save the brand, you have to save the game.
Yeah. Oh. Get some rest, Blue Unicorn, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Dude, man, the porn bots have been all up in my grill since the state of play, man.
That's rude.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm just trying to have fun.
I think I saw them during the state of play. I only caught the very end. I logged in to watch state of play with you when I was on my break, and it was just in time. Like, I opened the stream.
Blah, 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 blah.
10 seconds later, Square Enix logo, Yoshida on the couch. Like, just in time for the 16 trailer.
Flop says, Brian, you shut down my only chance. Wait, it's cheaper than Tinder? Does Tinder cost money?
I thought Tinder only cost your dignity.
I have no idea, dude. Like, I sit here and I've been doing the stand-up and I hear so many comedians talk about, like, dating, and I'm like, I came home and I'm like, Julie, you're not allowed to die. Like, you must live because I don't want to date.
That's reasonable.
Because I told her, I was like, if there's a point where, like, if we're older, if the kids are grown, I don't think I'd remarry. Like, I'd be like, I'm good. Like, you know, I've had my relationship, and, you know, like, I'll just, you know, kind of just be a, you know, dad, and the kids are grown. But if the kids are young, then I would, and I promised her I would, because she made me promise her that I would. If the kids are young. 20 on the spear! Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop-o! Baby, yes! That is another capped weapon. I don't know what I want to pick.
Considering how rough things are, something effective.
Something effective. Oh, it says I'm in combat. Come on.
Oh, that's rude.
That's right. There it goes.
Combat. They're all
It just
dead.
took a second. Take that. There we go. All right, now let's go back and pull my inventory here. Let's see. I'm gonna grab this hammer. Yeah. Yes. Excellent.
I like hitting these guys with hammers.
Oh, I love it. Perfect. All right, let's level up hammer time. Swap out that spear. Yeah, Mike says I don't plan to remarry. I think I'm good. Dude, Street Fighter 6 is... I'm so excited. And then I learned, because I'm an idiot, that Street Fighter 5's on Steam. I was like, I thought that was PC. I thought that was PlayStation only. And so, as soon as I can afford it, I'm gonna go buy. I'm gonna get Street Fighter 5 on Steam, and maybe we'll do some Street Fighter.
Straight to the Stream Deck. Not even wasting time.
Can it play? Can it play on Steam Deck? Like, is it already ready to go?
I have no idea.
Oh hell! Like, if it can play on my Steam Deck, dude, hell yeah! I have missed me some Street Fighter. Like, I love Soul Calibur. I love Street Fighter. Like, I've never been a big Mortal Kombat guy, but I like Killer Instinct, but we haven't really seen much out of the Killer Instinct. You know, I played that for a little while when it came out. Like, what now? Like 10, 20 years ago? No, it's not capable on Steam Deck? Okay, well, either way.
Well, that's
The downside, though, is, like, obviously, like, you know, like, oh, I don't know if I'd get time to stream it unless everybody had, like, yeah, let's, you know, how that's set up and play a Street Fighter night. I haven't played in so long, I definitely would get schooled, but it'd be worth it. Yes. Yeah. Well, I do Smash Brothers with the kids.
Smash. Now there is a game where I very clearly go through the season of hype, season of grind, season of burnout phase.
Oh yeah, you can. That's why I think the algorithm in terms of the YouTube side of it, like, generally is bad for gaming. But it's not that it's the gamer's fault, because it's just human nature that we would want to sit here and say I subbed to you for this. Now, there's obviously, you know, the exception. Y'all are hanging out. Maybe you subbed to me because of a game that's not New World. But like that's not the general thing. It's like typically, and I find myself doing this, and so that's kind of been the big thing about running the multiple channels. Is it's a way of like, oh, okay, if you like, you're not going to get a video that isn't for the game that you like, you know, and so it ends up being like, it gives me the ability to cover the game in a better way, in the way that I want to, and not the way that's algorithmically viable. And so it ends up just being like way more, I guess, enjoyable. All right, already level 9 on Warhammer. Hell yeah. Just grab that.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Street Fighter 5 is really bad. Oh man, well, that sucks.
That's a shame.
Well, maybe you just saved me. I think I saw it on sale for $20, so I was like, oh yeah, claim all. Boom, sweet achievement. Spear Savant, the title. Am I done covering Lost Ark? I'm just not playing Lost Ark right now. So, like, I'm not saying I'm done covering it. I want to get it running on the Steam Deck, because that's essentially kind of was my original plan. I was like, I ordered the Steam Deck. I was like, oh, if I can get Lost Ark on this, I'd play it more. But I'm not saying I'm done, but I'm not actively playing it right now. And I blame New World, because I was like, oh, yeah, Lost Ark. I was like, that's great. Oh, man, I'd rather be playing New World. Because Lost Ark has a lot of that, like, daily FOMO stuff, and it stresses me out. It stresses me out. There you go, Flup. There's another opportunity.
Oh, I made a friend behind us. All right, cool. Well, if we're going to be stuck in the middle, then I'll just drop a Healy circle right here.
Oh man, it slashed me.
And we got Captain Rude over here.
Oh man, more bots.
This is a really
I
bad
got
time for bots.
I actually got New World running on the deck, but then like today when I was going to log in the video, I was getting an error when I was trying to log in. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, you know. And it's like, so I was hoping to have that out, but I'll keep working on it. I know that I confirmed with Aors and Archives that they were able to actually play it still on Steam OS, and they were. So for them, it was working. So I don't know what if I did something wrong. Who doesn't like traveling wine and tacos?
I don't know what traveling wine is, but I do like tacos.
I like to I honestly like, that's where it's like, no, I don't think anybody would want to date me. Like, I'm a homebody. Like, I don't, you know, I'm like, oh man, traveling. Like, I like being places. I do not like going places. It's like, what do you mean I gotta pack up and I gotta go like try and get from A to B, and you know, it's like, no man, I'd rather just be there. Like, give me the superpower of teleportation and then hell yeah man, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I need to do is I just need to put it out and just like, yo, okay, so progress is progress, and here's what I did, but here's what I'm experiencing. I'll probably put that on Ginger World because it isn't, I mean, who knows, maybe it'll work tomorrow. All right, let's get some of these out of here. Boop, boop. I don't know how that gets past the algorithm. Like, it just feels so like, oh, interesting. Look for these words.
You down. Thank you.
There we go. Excellent. All right, we're coming up on 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to hit 10 on the hammer at least, because I need to go get my workout in the morning. And then I'm going to be doing some Final Fantasy 14 6.15. That's my plan. So I'd like to make sure I'm not like, oh, I'm so tired. If only I did not ever need to sleep. I've been getting some good sleep though, which has been nice. Red pill, they are a part of the algorithm. Oh no. How do you think YouTube makes so much money? Porn advertisements. We don't publicly. It's kind of like they, you know, quid pro quo. Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of avenues of technology that have been progressed by investment from pornography.
Oh yeah.
VCR.
Yep.
DVD. I'm pretty sure one of the reasons Blu-ray was the winner of the Blu-ray versus HD DVD was that. The other was PlayStation.
Yeah. But then quickly Blu-ray became like, oh, we're streaming our content.
Yeah. The crystals for the laser were really, or the lenses for the lasers were really expensive.
Yeah.
And hard to manufacture, and it took time. So it's like, you know what? Let's stream everything.
Like, deal.
And then Blockbuster refused to innovate, so they're gone.
Oh man, which is so funny because they came on in the scene as an innovator. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were studying them as a case study in college, and it's like, oh yeah, they did this, and how it like really kind of helped them innovate. Oh man, this guy's running. Where's he going?
That is a really good question.
He's just going. Look at him. He's just running off. He's still going. Somebody pissed him off. That's awesome. Is he gonna turn around? No, going down the stairs. He's stopping off at Kroger. It looks like he has now hit the check register, and he's deciding to buy some. Oh my gosh, he's still going.
His mom said we have McDonald's at home, and then he tried it and didn't like it. So now he's going to McDonald's himself.
He's like, man, I gotta get that Mickey D's. Oh my gosh.
I need some nuggies.
Need those McNuggets.
Okay, I'm about to die. And there we go. I'm down.
We struggled here last time.
Uh-huh.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. Here, let me help you. Never mind.
I think we just found out why that guy was running for so long. He's chasing somebody who did the same thing.
Yeah.
Are you about to explode?
I'm just being exploded all over, but I used a potion because I'm a boss. He went to the Jack in the Box, got those two tacos for $1. I bet it's not $1 anymore. Or if it is, I would probably want to eat it because it's probably gonna make you sick.
I'm curious. I'm gonna look that up.
It's not even mean anymore.
$1.
2 tacos for $1 from Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
That seems unsustainable in this economy.
I would be worried about that. You gonna make it, or am I gonna? Yeah, I should probably.
Who knows?
I'm about to despawn anyway. I'll just make the run.
Oh, I was joined by some others. Yes! Warhammer level 10.
Oh, then I guess we're done.
Yes. I mean, that sounds like a good enough time to wrap up, especially right before 10 o'clock. Weapon Mastery, Warhammer.
Seems reasonable to me.
This is in combat. Come on. I haven't eaten a Jack in the Box in a very, very long time.
I don't think I've ever eaten a Jack in the Box.
It was always like so greasy. I was like, I just feel like my heart's slowing down. Did they reset all, like, wait. Did all the zones just get unclaimed?
No, check your filters. Since the last update, they've been automatically turning off the faction control in the map settings.
Where do I see that? I didn't know there's filters.
The bottom of the filters. Oh.
Map.
Did you find it?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Thanks.
You're welcome. It seems to turn off every time we log in, and I don't know why. But it's just been since the last patch.
So, Colin, if somebody does a gifted membership, like it shows up where it says accept gift, and from my knowledge, it seems like it incentivizes like people who are actually on the stream, which is great. Like, I think that's actually really cool. But then essentially, like, actually what the YouTube did confirm is that one person has to accept, like, if let's say somebody gifted 5, one person has to accept it. If nobody accepts the gift, then it gets refunded to the gifter, which I think that like makes sense, right? Like, okay, nobody accepted the gift, and otherwise, and then the rest get kind of like doled out on their own. Oh, I got a gypsum orb. What do I want?
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to go get my daily gypsums.
Gotta get those dailies. Yeah. I like that still, like the dailies, I don't feel like this pressure to get them. It's just like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I'm doing that, so I'll do that. Ooh, 5:30.
I did learn you don't want to stockpile the little loot sacks you get from harvesting.
Right.
Because you only get 3 gypsums from that, the hidden stash. You only get 3 gypsums a day, even if you open 12 of those. So open them when you get them, and then just hang on to the diamond gypsum if you don't want to go spend it.
Yep.
I learned that the hard way.
I did the same thing. I was like, oh, dope. But I was like, oh, good to know. Nah, never again will I mess up. Clearing up the old inventory. Basically farming up repair materials. Like you said, fishing does not fill you with repair materials, but it will consume them. Cool. Lost Ark on Steam Deck would be a reason to play. Well, EAC is on Steam Deck, Scrag. I have the Easy Anti-Cheat on Steam Deck. You can install it right now. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Thanks, Bad, for hanging out with us in voice. Thanks, Caramac. Thanks for guys, y'all helping us level. Thanks and welcome to Captain James, or Dead Captain James, as our new member. Thanks guys for the 15 in super chat. Really helps support the stream and the channel. And yeah, so I appreciate that. And yeah, actually, Scrag, I'll put that out as in my guide. I probably should repair my gear for the Steam Deck, because that's one of the things you actually have to install. GeForce now works on Steam for Lost Ark. Yeah, Lost Ark's on GeForce Now. I have struggled with getting GeForce Now personally to work on Steam Deck the way I want it to, but that could just be me, so I got to work on some of those settings. I do have Stadia running on Steam Deck right now, which is great. So this will redirect you into the Final Fantasy stream, so if you're interested, you can hit that remind me later or whatever, so that will happen as soon as I hit end stream. So thanks guys for the 23 likes. Thanks for just being here. Thanks. Hopefully we'll see you in the next stream, but until then, take care. Boom, 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 boom.